Okay, welcome back. So we're doing question 2 of the edcob sample paper B. So here's an electricity bill that we need to fill in some blanks. Now the important thing is the blanks are dependent on the information that's already there. So in terms of the readings for the electricity, we can figure out quite quickly that the amount of units used is 1086 and the present or current reading is this number here. So we're going to subtract these values. Okay, so we have, try and get this right, we're going to subtract 1086 from 36946. Okay, 36946 minus 1086. So that means the previous reading would have been 35860. Okay, now we know that this number of units cost this amount of money, so we can get the unit price by dividing 1086 into 431.4. .4 over our number of units 1086, and we want it as decimal, so we'll do a shift equals on that, and we get that the unit price is 0.3972 euro. It says 4 significant figures, and I think I'm okay there in that the next number there would have been a 3. Okay, so what else are we missing? We have a standing charge for 62 days so we just need to multiply the 62 days by 0.9563. We're multiplying by 62, so that's how much it costs just to be connected to the network every day, the 0.9563 95 cents, and then you multiply that by 62, giving us 59.29. It's nearly always the case that they want you to round to the nearest cent. I'm sure it says that here. Okay. So now we have the total charge for this period. We'll want to add these 3 values up. Currently I have my 59.29 on the calculator, so I'm just going to add the 431.14 and the 25.46. Okay, giving us 515.89. Now that was the total before VAT, so I'm going to add on 9% to that. Now I'm just going to do some other things here. I'm going to store that value to A, so I don't have to type it in again. And I'm going to take that answer and multiply it by 9%. Okay, which is 46.43, and then total amount. So I need to add these 2 numbers. Now I've already got this in as A, so I'm just going to say plus, and I'll recall A. We get 562.32. Okay. So we're on to a totally new question. It's still Amber, but it's a totally new situation. She bought a lawnmower which included VAT added on at 123%. So the 5535 she paid in money for the lawnmower as a percentage was 123%. Work out the price of the lawnmower before VAT. Well, it would have been at 100% before VAT. Okay, and as this is a proportion, because we have two ratios, I can just put down my unknown quantity here. X is to 100% as 5535 is to 123%. Okay, and then we can just go ahead and look at the ratios of the numbers. So we would have that X over 5535 is the same as 100 over 123. You can also do it as a 1% thing by dividing by 123, but you're calculating values that aren't required then. Here we have our our dividing factor can come up, and then we can just calculate this for X. So I have 100 times 5535, and underneath the line the factor is 123. We do shift equal so we see it as a decimal, and we get 4500. And then what was the amount of VAT paid? Well, it was 1035, because I can see the difference between them without any further calculation. Okay, and that's the end of that question, I think. We'll go on to question 3 in the next one. As always, students, I will see you in that next one.